Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Kyle Richards and Teddi Mellencamp are officially roommates. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast member shed light on their unorthodox living situation on a new episode of Bravo's Hot Mic podcast, jokingly telling host Alex Baskin, "I have shared custody with Teddi Mellencamp. She lives with me on Tuesdays and Wednesdays." Teddi is currently separated from husband Edwin RHOBH, with whom she shares 3 children, Slate, Cruz, and Dove. Teddi is also stepmom to Edwin's daughter Bella. However, to maintain a sense of normalcy for the kids, Teddi and Edwin have opted to rotate the days that they're living in their once shared home, so their kids don't have to go from one place to another. As Teddi searched for a new place to serve as her base camp, she asked Kyle if she could crash for a night or two at the Umansky family's Encino home, to which Kyle said, "Why wouldn't you just stay here? Why don't you go spend the money? I mean, I have a big house, I have a guest house. That's silly." So that's how that started. Though Kyle has plenty of rooms for Teddi to pick from, the former Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast member is staying in what Kyle jokingly called the divorce room, where Kyle herself once slept when she and Mauricio initiated their separation. "It was supposed to be like, one day there's gonna be babies up there," Kyle told Baskin. "We're like, no, it's the divorce room." While Kyle is almost an empty nester now that her daughters are all grown up, she's found herself taking on a nurturing role for Teddi in recent months, revealing on Hot Mic that Teddi once called her crying at night and then crawled into bed with her. Kyle teased, "I'm sorry to share that, Teddi, but she literally sounded like a little girl crying." Kyle noted that Teddi was rightfully emotional, sharing that it was the night that the winds were so scary and the fires were starting. But Kyle also thinks everything was overwhelming Teddi in that moment, adding, "It was her marriage, the fires were going on, being on edge of the evacuations." They couldn't help but laugh at the absurdity of the situation though. "We literally sat there and we could not stop laughing. I mean, if people could see us in our little basically footsie pajamas," Kyle told Baskin. The laughter only increased when Teddi and Kyle realized that their recent attempts to get a lip flip using Botox left them without the ability to pucker their lips. This wouldn't be a big deal normally, but made it slightly difficult to do small tasks like blowing out a candle. "We were crying laughing, and we were trying to whistle, and I was like, whistling is not an option anymore," she laughed. "We were just up laughing all night, and just to have those moments when we're going through what we're going through right now is just, it really is helpful," Kyle continued. Teddi is just one of a handful of people that are stuck by Kyle as she navigates her separation from Mauricio Umansky and lifestyle changes. "I joke that my circle's gotten so small it's a dot now," she said. Kyle added that she hasn't lost friendships for any dramatic reason, nor has anyone felt like, "Oh, I have to choose a side in the separation." Rather, Kyle said that it's been a matter of choosing the friendships that will be a source of comfort as she goes through this time of transition. "Wayne is struggling, I'm not good company. I'm not gonna go out tonight," she explained. "Plus, you start, certain people you start trusting a little less. I don't want to share as much with them. I don't know. You definitely become a little less trusting of people." Kyle Richards has never been one to shy away from sharing the details of her personal life, but her latest revelation about her unconventional living arrangement with best friend Teddi Mellencamp has left fans both intrigued and entertained. In a surprising and candid moment, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star opened up about what she jokingly refers to as her shared custody situation with Teddi. For years, Kyle and Teddi have been inseparable, forming a friendship that has outlasted cast shakeups, personal drama, and even their respective marriages being under the public microscope. Their bond grew even stronger as they leaned on each other amid personal challenges. Kyle's separation from Mauricio Umansky, and Teddi's own ups and downs in her personal life. Now it seems that their friendship has evolved into something even deeper. A quasi-roommate situation that neither of them expected, but both seem to be embracing wholeheartedly. During a recent podcast episode of 2TS in a Pod, which Teddi co-hosts with Tamra Judge, Kyle made an unexpected confession. "At this point, Teddi and I basically have shared custody of our lives. I don't know how it happened, but here we are," Kyle joked. "If I'm not at my house, I'm at hers. If she's not at hers, she's at mine. The only thing missing is an actual custody agreement." Teddi chimed in with her signature humor. "I mean, I thought I was done raising kids, but now I have Kyle. We might as well make a chore chart and set up a carpool schedule." Their back-and-forth banter only fueled the speculation that their living situations have become more intertwined than fans previously realized. With Kyle's separation from Mauricio still making headlines, and Teddi's ongoing career commitments requiring her to be in and out of Los Angeles frequently, it seems the two have found comfort in each other's company. While Kyle and Teddi aren't technically living together full-time, they've created a lifestyle that closely resembles that of cohabiting best friends. There are weeks where we see each other more than we see our own families, Kyle admitted. Sometimes I'll stay at her place for a few nights because it just feels easier, and other times she'll crash at mine. It's not something we planned, it just happened naturally. When asked about how this arrangement affects her children, Kyle was quick to clarify. The girls love Teddi, and she's been like an aunt to them for years. It's not like I've moved out of my house or anything drastic, but having Teddi around is just a comfort. Teddi, who is also a mother, added, "Our kids are so used to us being together that they don't even question it anymore. My husband Edwin just rolls his eyes at this point." As soon as news of Kyle and Teddi's shared custody arrangement spread, fans were quick to chime in with their opinions. Some found it refreshing that two best friends could provide such a strong support system for each other, while others wondered if it hinted at deeper issues behind the scenes. "Kyle and Teddi give me Grace and Frankie vibes, and honestly, I'm here for it," one fan commented on Instagram. Another wrote, "This is the healthiest post-breakup move ever. Who needs a rebound when you have a built-in bestie?" However, not everyone was convinced that the arrangement was purely platonic. Given the ongoing speculation about Kyle's evolving personal life and her rumored relationship with country singer Morgan Wade, some wondered if Kyle and Teddi's closeness signified something more than just friendship. Not saying anything, but I wouldn't be shocked if Kyle and Teddi were the real couple here, a Twitter user joked, fueling more speculation. So what's next for the duo? According to Kyle, nothing drastic is on the horizon, at least not yet. For now, we're just doing what makes sense for us. It's been a weird year for both of us, and we found this to be a really natural way of dealing with things. Who knows what will happen in the future? Teddi agreed, adding, "We joke about shared custody, but at the end of the day, it's about having someone who truly gets you and supports you. And if that means Kyle and I spend more time together than most married couples, then so be it." Whether their living arrangement remains the same or evolves into something new, one thing is clear: Kyle and Teddi's friendship is stronger than ever. And if Bravo ever decides to create a Real Housewives spin-off featuring two best friends navigating life together, Kyle and Teddi might just be the perfect candidates. Until then, fans will have to keep up with their antics via social media and their podcasts, because if there's one thing this dynamic duo isn't lacking, it's entertainment value.